I've got a wrap video for you. This is a highly requested matte blue over top of blue. You know, a lot of people have a blue car. They want to change it up a little bit. And this is matte blue. Change your car just a little bit. A lot of people want to just do that. Also cover up a lot of scratches. There's a lot of scratches on this. So I just pulled it outside, let it bake in the sun a little bit. I still have to put the tail lights on. And what do you guys think about the pillar delete? Do you guys like the pillar deletes? What I like to do with the delete is bring this extra piece right here. This is ceramic coated. Although this is pollen season, so there is a bunch of pollen all over this, and it's only been out for about an hour. But it came out really nice. I love this blue. This matte blue really has a really cool effect. It makes it look different than everyone else's blue. Black badges on there. Now it's got a set for a day while the ceramic coating cures, and then he's going to pick it up sometime, and we'll get his reaction, see what he thinks about it. So he's almost here to pick this up, and I just wiped it down. This is pollen season, so there's pollen all over it. Got a charging for him. I pumped up his tires. His tires were actually kind of low, but he's driving back to Savannah, Georgia, so he needs the 42 psi in there to get the best range. And I think he might be here. His Uber might be here. Flew in this morning to pick it up. The black badges look amazing with the black pillar delete. I like the blue on the mirrors instead of black. What do you guys think? I think he's here. Oh good, the sun popped out just in time for him to show up.
Man, it looks really good.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
I can't believe it.
Do you mind being on camera?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Wow, I can't, wow. I love how it looks too.
Yeah, I love the look.
Oh,
I went with blue here. It looks so much better, I think.
Good. I like it.
It kind of breaks it up. Instead of having all the black on the top, it looks really good. And I didn't send you the link for these, but I had them.
Okay, I was gonna ask you, did I need to
So you did have a lot of rock chips, but you don't really see them much anymore.
Okay, yeah, I know I saw.
There's a little bit, a couple things here.
Okay.
But there's just, when rocks hit the bumper, it's plastic, so it like raises up a piece.
Okay.
So, but you really don't notice them. And you had a really big scratch up here that I can't even find where it was.
Yeah, I saw it every time I washed it.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I gotta get this wrapped.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
So it looks awesome.
Yeah, it does.
And then of course the pillar delete, I gotta bring it down this way, otherwise it doesn't look right because it stops here. So
no, that just, yeah, it goes around.
That blue looks really cool, especially with the sun hitting it right there. It looks so different from a normal blue. And with the ceramic coating, it's going to come in handy because that looks like rain. It's just going to wash the bugs right off the car. Almost makes me want a blue. Almost. So I've done the hood and this side of the vehicle already. This is 3M 2080 matte blue. He wants the pillar delete. Once I put the mirror back on, I'm going to continue right from this line and come up to here, kind of give that pillar delete look. We've got all this done here. I'm also going to, once I wrap this, I can wrap this to continue the pillar delete down to here. And of course, I got to do the rear part. But I started on the other side this morning. I'm getting this side done today. This car is pretty dirty and it has a lot of scratches. So I'm having to do a little bit extra job cleaning. Like when I took the camera off, there's a lot of dirt in there. It's even after washing it, pressure washing it. I believe this paint has a ceramic coating on there. It's nice and smooth paint, and then it was really beating up as I was washing the car, which is good and bad. The good part is the car is really smooth. There's not too many problems with the paint. It's just sometimes a ceramic coating doesn't like stickers to be put on it. So I'm having to go and wrap a little bit farther, and I'm taking some precautions because of that. Up front here, I've wrapped over inside here really well. I've taken off the front bumper to wrap that really good. I'm going to take off the fog lights and wrap inside everything, but also I took out these so I can wrap inside, so everything's going to stay really nice. There's just more for the vinyl to grab onto. Everything's going to stay really nice. Again, I have to post heat everything, but it's turning out great. I love the matte finish. It really hides a lot of defects that are in the paint. Like, there's some scratches here. Those are not going to show through. There's actually somewhere over here, there is a big rock chip. I I think I might be able to feel it right around here. I don't know, I can't tell. You don't see that anymore. It looks like there's no damage whatsoever on this car. And there was quite a few damage pieces. There is a few that are gonna pop through. There were some defects in the paint. There's a chip right here that, again, you can't feel. These are protruding from the car, so I didn't want to scrape them and cause some damage to the paint. So wrapping over it, the trim's gonna be right here, the mirror's gonna be here, so your focus isn't gonna be on that. I actually didn't notice that right away anyway, so. This car is going to look amazing. It's not a brand new car, so it's going to look brand new and awesome when it's all finished. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on this, then that door, then the rear door and the quarter panel. And I figure, you know what? I'll put you on time lapse so you can see this whole process and maybe get some ideas on how to, if you want to do this to your car. I love vinyl. I think it's really good. This is not the super thick vinyl, so it's not really a good paint protection film, but this will protect from scratches. And yeah, I'm gonna get to work. So all three of those panels, or each one of those panels, took about 20 minutes each. That's with wiping down everything, making sure everything's clean, post-heating, cutting, trimming, stretching, making sure there's no bubbles or anything like that. So it doesn't take a whole lot of time to do these big panels. So, because I started over here this morning and I got all this done before lunch. It's 3 o'clock now and I've got most of this side done. I just have that rear quarter panel, and then I'm gonna work on where the license plate goes, and then I'm gonna start taking that bumper apart. So I'm prepping that bumper for tomorrow. So I'll be able to get the bumper done, both bumpers, because actually the bumper in the rear is easy. I might do that. No, I'll do that tomorrow. And then just trim these pieces here. So it's not very difficult to wrap a Tesla. I shouldn't say that. It is difficult. I've been wrapping these. I've been just wrapping Teslas for quite a while now, so I've got these things down where I know how to take them apart. It only takes about an hour. Well, you got to wash the car first, but it only takes about an hour to prep the car, take everything off, put it up on this lift. This is the quick jacks, and get everything prepped, ready to go. That's even removing the bumper. I say they don't take very long, but you know, these panels are just like when you build a house or when someone builds a house. The walls go up really fast, but it's all the plumbing and the electrical and all the insulation, all that stuff takes time, and that's what the bumpers are. So those bumpers, just the 2 bumpers, will probably take me all of tomorrow. Trimming out everything, prepping everything, making sure they're perfect, putting them back together. So I still have a day and a half really, and then I have to wipe the whole car down, ceramic coat it. That takes a few hours, and then it has to bake. Can't get wet for a while, so these things do take time. I tell everybody it takes 5 days to wrap a car. That's because I'm 45, I move a little slower, even though these panels didn't take long, but I was going a little fast for you guys. I like to take some breaks. I don't like to overdo it and rush and make a mistake. If I get overtired, I make a mistake. Now, if I was 20 years old, or if I had 2 20-year-olds, we could probably do 2 or 3 cars a week at this rate, and might be something in the future, I don't know. For right now, I'm taking my time, and I only do a couple cars a month, and they look nice. The matte blue, I think it looks really good. If I was to have a blue car, I would definitely do a matte blue. And with matte finishes, you definitely want ceramic coating because you see fingerprints. This stuff is actually pretty nice, but you're gonna see fingerprints on this if you don't do that, and you could possibly get some staining on matte finishes. So you definitely want a ceramic coating over top, and you want to maintain these things. Maintaining is really just washing the car. I suggest hand washing. Do not go through one of those touchless car washes. They will destroy your vinyl. It'll put the water in between, rip it off, and then you're screwed. You can use a pressure washer. I have one right over there, and I use a 3.0 nozzle, so you're putting out about 900 to 1,000 psi, and you're staying away from it. So you don't want to get those 2,000 psi or 1,800 psi and get really close to this thing. You could destroy it, you could damage it. So I will have a video on what I use and how I clean these cars and how do I maintain them with a ceramic coating, without a ceramic coating, whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take a break, but I'm gonna do that quarter panel later on. So I ended up having to take this outside on the garbage can and pressure wash this even in high detail and really get all the stuff off of it. And there's actually a lot more stuff on here. This should come off with the alcohol, but there was so much dirt, especially on the inside of this. It was, once I took everything apart, it was super, super dirty. I wanted to really clean out everything in here, and I did clay bar this piece, and now it's gotta dry, and then we're gonna wrap this tomorrow. All right, it is the end of the next day, and I didn't film much of anything really. I didn't film anything at all. I got the whole, I got the bumper done on the front here, and I ended up getting the rear bumper done as well. I did this one by myself. I had to have my dad come over and help me with the front bumper just so we can stretch it. Everything came out amazing. I'm gonna put everything back together as far as the trim here, the mirrors, the cameras. I got the whole front assembly back together again, put the wheel arches on, and get this back on the ground. So tomorrow morning my dad is going to help me with the trunk. This is one of the hardest pieces, actually probably is the hardest piece on this car because of this concave here. It's pretty tricky actually. This will be the last piece, and then ceramic coat it, and then park it out in the sun, and then message him to say, hey, come get your car. But tomorrow it'll be on the ground, mirrors on, everything ready to go for this.